Milan, of the Prime Minister interacting with mostly who seem to be young passengers and students probably headed themselves to Delhi University, and he seems to be enjoying the conversation. A very animated conversation that he's having. The students there, of course, the young girls and boys asking him a lot of questions. He seems to be, having a very animated conversation with them as well. Very at ease with this generation of who could possibly be young voters in the 2024 elections as well, Milan.
Well, yes, I mean, that could be also one of the, key things in his mind at the moment. But yes, as, the way he interacts with the people, especially with the students at this point of time, also the fact that I have been reiterating how students from across Delhi who live here, who study in the prominent colleges of Delhi University, not just in the North campus but also in the South campus, use the metro to travel every day through and through. And that is a big example of affordable, faster transport that the people take regularly. But the Prime Minister going in the metro is definitely a positive message that goes out to promotion of public transport, and how even the Prime Minister of the country can take the metro just to attend important events and leave behind his entire cavalcade, of course sending out a very strong message saying that this is how life is, this is how people travel in metro. And of course, he has also taken that step today. And which is why, of course, gracing that centenary celebrations in the Delhi University, a moment to reckon, because a lot of, valedictory ceremony celebrations are to be held there. And of course, the other dignitaries are also awaiting the Prime Minister's arrival at the Delhi University. And because it's an important event of the Delhi University, it's a completion of 100 years of its establishment. Many other dignitaries are also awaiting the Prime Minister's arrival at the Delhi University, and I'm sure he'll arrive in just a few moments because we know that the Delhi Metro station, the Delhi University station, is very, very close to the Delhi University Sports Complex as well, where this entire ceremony will take place in just a short while from now. Apologies.
Okay, Milan, stay on with us again to take our viewers through those pictures that you're seeing on your screens. That is Prime Minister Modi, who's in fact headed to Delhi University. Shortly he will be arriving at the metro station, which is closest to the Delhi University's sports complex, where he is in fact slated to address students and teachers on the centenary celebrations of Delhi University. So a big occasion there for Delhi University, and the Prime Minister there earlier this morning taking the metro. He boarded the metro from the Lok Kalyan Marg metro station, and you see those pictures of him walking into the metro station, waiting for his train as it arrives, and then of course boarding the train to meet with all of those young passengers on board that train, probably headed themselves to university, to college, and interacting with the Prime Minister, clearly surprised by his presence in the metro that they probably take on a daily basis. Not quite expecting who they're going to see this morning on the train. The Prime Minister there having a very animated and a chatty interaction with those young boys and girls who had the opportunity, probably something that they did not anticipate, and probably something that they're going to cherish for a very, very long time. My colleague Milan Sharma is tracking that. She's also at Delhi University, where the Prime Minister is slated to arrive very, very shortly. It's a big occasion, of course, for Delhi University today. Milan.
Yes, definitely, Paulami, because as we saw, and we are looking at visuals on our screens as well, the Prime Minister animatedly speaking with many enthusiastic youth there in the Delhi Metro. Of course, initially he was seen seated alone, but I'm sure as the Delhi Metro is a the entire locomotive is one coach, is all attached together. People have seen how Prime Minister interacts with them, and of course there must have been requests placed by these youth and young people sitting close to him. And the way he's travelled is just not as per the PM protocol per se, but taking a metro card, swiping it, and going on that metro station, and trying to speak to people and understanding what they feel as youth a lot, more than about, lakhs of students actually study in the Delhi University, one of the most prominent universities, not just in the national capital, but the entire country. And of course, with the number of people who are interacting with him today about education, about future, about life, the Prime Minister does like discussing these very millennial topics with the younger generation, and that sends out a very clear message that yes, today is the 100th year celebration of the establishment of the Delhi University, where he's invited as a chief guest and he's been flanked by many other dignitaries as well. But taking that metro, donning the humble gamcha once again and talking to students is exactly how the Prime Minister does things lately. Talking a lot with people and understanding what their core issues are, and certainly this being the day that he could have taken a vehicle, he refused to do that. Of course, keeping into consideration the security protocol, he did in fact take the metro from his residence, officially known as Lok Kalyan residence, at 7 Race Course, and then earlier known as 7 Race Course, and then of course taking the metro all the way to the Delhi University, which I must say is a long route. Had he gone by the train there, had he gone by the road there, and would have led to a lot of traffic inconvenience, just for the common man, certainly. But avoiding all that, taking the metro, certainly a good step for the Prime Minister of the country, sending out that positive message that yes, students travel in Delhi metro to go to the university, so can I. And this being one of the very important days for the Delhi University, the Prime Minister humbly taking that metro, just like commoners and students who do that regularly and do follow.